Hey Pew, can you back up a little bit? Okay, so hi Pew, can we take a look at what's inside your brain? What do you agree or no? But we need to figure out how your program works. In this session, let's introduce robotpu. Let's see. As you can see, robotpu is purely powered by microbit. We need 2 microbit to make robotpu works. First one, it is you need a gamepad. The gamepad has 1 microbit attached to it, and inside the robotpu's brain, you got another microbit inside it. Yeah, as you can see, when it boots up, both microbits that's in the same radio channel. So how things works, it is there's 1 program runs in this gamepad. There's another program runs in robotpu's head. The default program come with the robot is there's a block program runs at here. There's another Python program runs at here. In this tutorials, we're going to use the robotpu's MakeCode extension to load your customized program into robotpu's head. And the program can be either written by block program or by JavaScript. As you can just keep in mind, the Python program is more capable than the JavaScript, and the JavaScript it is more capable than the block programming. You might wonder, how does this gamepad control my robotpu? The main idea it is the block program lives in the gamepad. It captures the gamepad's controls inputs. For example, when you tilt the joystick forward, the gamepad will capture the joystick location and send the joystick location over the radio. Basically, it's a Bluetooth to robotpu. Robotpu will interpret the message and translate into the model movements. And same idea, it is the button click and there's a gyroscope in this microbit. The gamepad controller program will capture the microbit orientation, the pitch, and the roll angle, and send it over through the radio to robotpu, such that robotpu will do the same action as your gamepad orientation. So to represent in a program is we need in a gamepad it needs calling the microbit radio controller libraries to send the message out, and in the robotpu's program you need to receive the radio messages and then interpret to the model. The block program. Here we're going to introduce how do you load robotpu's extension, MakeCode extension to before you can do programming. First of all, you need to understand what it is a MakeCode extension. So when you go to the MakeCode .microbit.org, when you create a new project, say test robotpu, create a new project, and at here you can see there's an extension button. So the extension button will point you a link into the GitHub location of robotpu's library. At here you just need to type it in robotgenes/txt robotpu. When you press enter, and you will find the robotpu libraries, and when you click robotpu, and as you can see, after a couple seconds, robotpu's library will show up in this cat menu. And when you click a robotpu, you can see you can find the variables inside robotpu's library. You can find all action codes like the greeting, the walking, the exploring, which is autopilot, the dance, the kick, the jump, the rest, the side step, all those movements as in the actions. And in the actuators, it is the way where you directly control robotpu's motors. And in the sensor session, you can see use the sonar distance detected by robotpu. You can find out what's the body roll and pitch of the robotpu, and what's the music tempo detected by robotpu's music library. And when you do the autopilot, and what's the map in front of robotpu. Basically, it's robotpu counts on the distance map to find where it should go to avoid the obstacles. And in the setup session, you can see how do we train the robotpu servo, and how do we calibrate the robot. And in a remote control session, it is the where you want we introduce you how do we interpret the gamepad radio commands. Then let's take a look at what's inside the GitHub. As you can see here, that's the GitHub location of robotpu. So inside the GitHub, we have all the source codes, which is MIT license. And here you can find the purchase link of robotpu, and what's the also the lectures, the menus, the tutorials, the games, the classes, and upgrade projects. So, and this it is the we call knowledge graph of robotpu. The first knowledge graph, it is the entry level of programming, which it is covered by this tutorial series. We have another tutorial series to cover more advanced topic like robot navigation, path planning, and more AI related topics. Then in this GitHub, we also cover the how do you install the extension, and what's the API of all extensions. So once you load the robotpu's extension, then you can start programming. In today's session, let's write a really simple bare bone program to enable robotpu to have all the default functions. What you need to do is, first of all, you need to set up the radio channel. So the default channel is 166, and this has to match the gamepad channel. So we assume our gamepad also use channel 166. So, and you don't need the forever loop at here, because the bare bone program is mainly just listen to the radio commands coming from the gamepad controller. So in the radio session, you can see there's two. First, we pull out the radio receive key value pair commands, and we link that to robotpu's command set, say to name the name and the value. Basically, in this way, when the radio receive a command in, for example, moving forward with what speed, and it will pass the name of the command and the parameter of the command into the robot action engine. So another necessary optional, it's not necessary, optional command. It is radio command. It is receive the string. Is mainly used by robotpu to do peer-to-peer interactions. Basically, when robots talk to each other, they will use the string directly. So in this case, we just pass the received radio string into the robotpu. And congratulations! And with these three simple commands, you basically enable robotpu's functions. So then what you need to do, it is you click the download button and you connect to robotpu's head, connect to the microbit. So you open the headlet of robotpu, then you plug in the USB cable into the microbit inside robotpu's head, and the microbit to the microbit inside robotpu's head and click allow. Then next you say pair with robotpu and pick whatever the microbit shows up. You then click connect, and after you click the download button, the program will upload to robotpu's head. It just takes about a minute-ish. And when you finish, and you can hear that the robotpu will boot up one more time and start to respond to commands. Now let's boot up robotpu and let's compare the program behavior of Python program and a JavaScript program. This robotpu runs Python program, and this robotpu it runs the program we just load into its brain. So and I'm using the same remote control and the same radio channel to control both robots. So in this case, control when I use the same remote gamepad control it, they should behave the same. So as you can see, so the program has slightly difference between the Java program and the Python program. As you can see, the robot with the Python program works slightly slower than the JavaScript. So this is where you can tweak the robot speed, and so they can jump at the same time, and they can do a saw kick at the same time, and they can dance. And they can do autopilot, and they can rest. And also I can use the joystick to control both robots at the same time. So let's just prove that our MakeCode extension will enable you to have default action of robotpu. You can find the teaching material in RobotGen's website. First, you go to the Story of Pu Book 3 Growth, then click Learn JavaScript with robotpu. Then is robotpu extension and barebone program. Read through this document and you will understand most of the thing. And if you don't want to code, you can just directly go to the coding session at here, and you click the edit code, and then click edit again. It will pop up the program. We already load robotpu extension for you, and this is JavaScript code, and this is a block code. You just click this back and forth to switching between block and the JavaScript. And as you can see here, so every line in the block program there is associated line with JavaScript. For example, in the OnStar, you set channel to 166, and this is JavaScript code. And this is you pass the radio commands in the key value pairs into the robotpu's program, and that's the JavaScript code to do it. Hey, two of you, I know you guys try to be silly. Let's go back to work, okay? Thank you.
Robot gyms.